Hello and a pleasant day to all of you. We are from the DOST Advanced Science and Technology Institute, and today we're going to talk about our ongoing project entitled REIINN, Resilient Education Information Infrastructure for the New Normal. The COVID-19 pandemic has radically altered our way of life. Given the threat of the disease, our educational institutions have ceased to hold physical classes and has abruptly shifted to virtual, non-face-to-face modes of interaction and content delivery. To facilitate the continuity of learning during these extraordinary times, several technology-driven tools and applications were adopted for the so-called new normal for education. However, most of these distance learning modalities are dependent on internet access. It is apparent that some students and teachers are left behind due to the digital divide, where the lack of reliable, sustainable, and resilient ICT infrastructure remains as key barriers hindering the uptake of internet usage and effectivity of online learning classes. While we have efforts to improve connectivity as driven by demand, we still have a long way to go to decisively narrow the digital divide, especially in remote areas. Based on the results of the 2019 National ICT Survey conducted by the DICT, there is still a significant portion of our population that has yet to reach by digital TV signals and by fast mobile broadband internet access. Meanwhile, the advancement of mobile cellular technology and the proliferation of low-cost smartphones have contributed to around 80% of surveyed individuals using cell phones as their primary device for internet access. The mandatory shift from analog to digital TV, targeted this 2023, presents an opportunity to utilize the vacated frequency bands at 600 MHz for other users to address the digital divide. Project REIINN targets two interventions that will complement the ongoing efforts to improve our ICT infrastructure. The first intervention focuses on the development and deployment of small-scale, community-cooperated cellular networks in unserved and underserved areas, also known as community cellular networks or CCNs. The second intervention focuses on the enhancement of learning material delivery through digital TV, also known as datacasting. CCN is an emerging connectivity paradigm. It is a bottom-up approach where the end users own and co-manage the daily operations of their communications infrastructure instead of the big companies. Pilot CCN deployments in the Philippines offer only basic calls and text services, with no internet. Crucial to the success of CCNs is the use of low-cost components and access to its own spectrum. Datacasting, on the other hand, is short for data broadcasting, a process where a part of the digital TV signal is used to transmit files and documents. These files are then received by custom set-top boxes along with the intended TV content for broadcast. Datacasting is currently being used in other countries to deliver educational content to areas with weak internet infrastructure. The first component of Project REIINN, named Local LTE, aims to develop a small-scale LTE base station prototype operating at 600 MHz. The prototype would then provide the much-needed LTE connection in the chosen pilot test areas. The impact of providing data service through community LTE deployments will also be evaluated. The second component of Project REIINN, named Rural Casting, aims to develop an educational and interactive digital TV application framework leveraging datacasting technologies with wireless return channel. The wireless return channel is a way to send feedback and output from students back to their teachers. It also aims to assess the impact of interactive digital TV applications in the learning engagement of students, especially in rural areas. In summary, Project REIINN aims to develop technology demonstrators to champion for policies that will enable a more equitable and efficient use of spectrum. We also aim to spur in local production of datacasting-capable digital TV receivers, 4G LTE equipment, 5G equipment, and other electronics to lower costs. Currently, both teams are evaluating modules needed for the prototype development of both local LTE and rural casting. We are also in talks with partner agencies like NTC and DepEd for our pilot testing activities. It is in our hope that the technologies we develop here in our project will be mass-produced in the future so that no Filipino learners will be left behind as we course through the new normal. Thank you and have a good day.